Hello, brothers and sisters. The story we want to discuss today is the unclean spirits that enter the pigs of swine, the heads of swine. We want to really go into detail from the book of Mark, chapter 5, from verse 1 to 20. And those unclean spirits that enter the heads of pigs will also get to know their name. They call their own name when Jesus questioned them. So let's start. Immediately when Jesus came out of the boat on the side of the sea called the Garrison, this man who was possessed by the unclean spirits did what? Approached Jesus from among the tombs. His dwelling place was among the tombs. Within that time, there was no one that could have it under complete control. Even a shackle with a chain. He breaks the chain, he smashed the shackle. The demon makes him extra powerful that nobody could subdue him under total control. This man was often bounded with fetters and chains, but he breaks them easily. That's what I just said. He breaks the chain, he smashed the fetters. So we're going to see example of fetters and chain. So you'll know what the story is talking about when they say the man is bound with fetters and chain and how he broke them. So you'll know exactly how powerful this demon-possessed man was. This is how the example of the fetters and chain look like. Apart from the example, we come back to the story. This man cried out continuously in the tombs and in the mountains and slashing himself with stones. But when he caught sight of Jesus from a distance, he ran to Jesus and bowed down to him and cried out loudly by saying, "What have I to do with you, Jesus, Son of the highest God? I put you on oath by God not to torment me." So, with all his saying, Jesus continues to say to him, "Get out of the man." Jesus was referring to the demons that possessed the man, because it was not a man's own voice he was putting out there. It was the demon that was speaking through him. So Jesus told the demon to get out of the man, "You unclean spirit." Then Jesus asked the demon, "What is your name?" And the demon answered by saying, "My name is Legion." Why the demon was given that name Legion? Why? Why was the demon given the name Legion? It said there are many of us, and he was pleading with Jesus not to send the spirits out of the country. At that time, a large herd of swine or pigs was feeding around there at the mountain. And the Spirit asked Jesus to send them into the swine or the pigs. And Jesus gave them the permission to enter the pigs. These unclean spirits did enter the swine or pigs according to the agreement. As soon as they did, the herd of the swine rushed over the precipice into the sea. Roughly about 2,000 of them, and they were drowned in the sea. So when this happens, the Herod escaped and went to the city and reported it. So let's see what happened in verse 15 of this Mark chapter 5 in the New World Translation. We're going to do two translations, the King James Version and the New World Translation. Well, we start with New World Translation first. The New World Translation said, people came to see what has happened. As they approached Jesus, they saw the demon-possessed man who previously had the legend. He has the legend. Sitting clothed and in his right state of mind. And they grew fear of what has happened. Somebody who was naked, who was crying, doing all kinds of things in the midst of the tomb, where he lived in the tomb. But when the people came after the Herod ran to make the report in the city, when the people came, they were surprised to see this man dressed up in clothing, and the man was in the right state of mind. Can you imagine that? Let us read the same verse 15 from the King James Version. The King James Version said, and they came to Jesus and see him that was possessed with the devil and had the legion sitting and clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. 16 says from the NWT, those who were on the scene when this occurred explained to the people how it happens to the demon-possessed man and the swine or pigs. So let's see what the KJV will tell in the same verse 16. And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine or pigs. So when these people grew or with fear, or when fear grabbed them, what they did in verse 17, they pleaded with Jesus to leave their region. And Jesus left for the other side of the shore. But 18 and 19, before Jesus left, when Jesus was leaving, the free demon-possessed man asked Jesus to go along with him. And Jesus told him to go to his relatives, to report to them what Jehovah has done for him and the mercy he has shown to him. We are going to read the same verse 18 and 19 that we read from the NWT. This time is from the New King James Version, which is the NKJV. It reads, "And when he got into the boat, he who had been demon possessed begged him that he might be with him. However, Jesus did not permit him, but said to him, Go home to your friends and tell them what great things the Lord has done for you, and all marvel, and all marvel." And the man left and started proclaiming how he had been saved from this demonic spirit, and he's now a clean man, a demonic free man. And people in the region and the area that he was declaring this story or the topics were all shocked because they knew him in that region. But to see him expressing himself willingly and explaining what has happened, it shocked people. It shocked people. And while he was on that his story telling relatives or friends, Jesus departed. But the proclaiming this demon possessed free man was doing, he was proclaiming in an area called Decapolis. Decapolis, all that Jesus had done for him, and all marvel. Can you imagine somebody tell you to go home and tell your friends how he has compassion on you? Tell you to go home to tell your friends how God had compassion on you. Isn't it exciting? It is exciting. That's what makes the man to proclaim the story in that region. Well, we have heard the transaction or the conversation or the communication between Jesus and the legions the demon possessed free man. But our concern here today is those swine or pigs that was condemned with the demons or contaminated with these unclean spirits were condemned into the sea, and none of them lived. They were all drowned. This is the animated video of the swine or pigs when they were jumping over the cliff of the sea and jumping into the sea. People think that these swine or pigs are still with us on earth. Therefore, some people refuse to eat pigs. I am just telling you what the Bible said, but not acting a stumbling block to you. I am giving you the clear facts about these swine or pigs that were contaminated with the unclean spirit. So if you are having issue eating pig, that is your desire. That's your belief. That's your conscience. That's your faith. Nobody can stop you. But I'm just giving you a story, how it occurs. Therefore, as we are concluding, brothers and sisters, we get to understand from this story that Jesus released a man from unclean spirits or demon possessed power. And this man was able to declare or proclaim the story in the region. In the region that is called Decapolis, that shocked people. But because he was very excited, he wanted to go with Jesus. And Jesus told him, no, just go and tell your friends. And he went his way because he became a clean and free man. But what happened to the head of swine? They were all drowned in the sea. Over 2,000 of them. That's why Mark chapter 5, verses 1 to 20 tell us. You can go and read for yourself. Thank you, good family, for your time observing this video from start to end. Please subscribe to this channel and like. If you do, it will allow you to share the story with others. I hope you understand the story of the contaminated pigs well. This channel is a Bible base. Please read the story again so you may have great knowledge of the story. This story is from Mark chapter 5, verses 1 to 20. I will see you in the next video. Bye.